So Alex O'Connor, who has become sort of a protege of the new atheist, but supposedly more articulate and, I don't know, maybe more sophisticated. Either way, this guy has been saying a lot of things critical of religion. Now, the one that I want to engage today specifically is the one that revolves around the monarchy. The British monarchy is sort of a focus of his criticism, okay, when it comes to what God means at a broader cultural, social, political level. Now, the specific concern that O'Connor expresses is that the monarchy does not have legitimacy on the basis that the monarchy is not elected. Now, it's an interesting point to make, understandable at the same time. Monarchy in the UK derives its legitimacy based on God. Now, since O'Connor is a skeptic or an atheist, the idea of God conferring legitimacy on any institution is negated, understandably. But the deeper problem is this, is that it stems from a foundation that is not aligned with the deeper character of the nation that he calls home, specifically England. Now, the reason I say this is because Alex O'Connor, look at his background. He's not an Englishman in a proper sense of the word. And what I mean by that is that, you see, if you're an English person, it's not a simple thing as being a citizen of Great Britain, but of what country? Is it Ireland? Is it Northern Ireland? Is it Wales? Is it England? Or is it Scotland? Now, in the case of Alex O'Connor, okay, he's not an Englishman in a proper sense of the word. The name Alex O'Connor, if you look at it carefully, okay, O'Connor, okay, people who have O names, okay, O'Connor, O'Reilly, O'Shea, O'Malley. Okay, these guys are essentially Irish or more broadly Celtic heritage. And that is a factor that we need to consider critically in relation to his spiritual heritage, which is Catholic. Alex O'Connor was raised in a Catholic household. He's a former Catholic. Okay, he's now, of course, an agnostic. But those are critical factors which we need to consider when it comes to the institution of the monarchy. Because in England, or more broadly in Britain, the monarchy represents something that's integral to British identity, its culture, its heritage, and its institutions. And in many ways, a person who can identify with it, who can affirm it, who can uphold it, has to be of that heritage at some level. Okay, either that person is of the Anglican faith or that person is of a Anglo-Saxon heritage, ethnically speaking. Now, in the case of O'Connor, because he's not an Englishman in a proper sense of the word, meaning he's not an Anglican spiritually, nor is he a Englishman ethnically, i.e. an Anglo-Saxon, that puts him on the wrong side of this debate. Now, you can disregard all other questions about God, about legitimacy, about authority, about identity, about the deeper meaning of what the monarchy represents, how it aligns with the character of England, how it aligns with the national character of Great Britain, okay, going back to the Anglo-Saxon invasion, to the leadership of King Alfred the Great, development of the English language, how it itself evolved from Germanic rune-based alphabet, okay, which was then enhanced by the introduction of Latin, which was a function of Christian evangelization into Great Britain. We can just disregard all of those factors, the historical, the cultural, the institutional, the political. But critically, in the case of O'Connor, what we have here is someone who has not integrated into English culture. Critically, Great Britain is fundamentally a class-based society. Monarchy exists for a reason, because the people value it, people legitimize it. Now you can say, well, it's not democratic. Yes, it isn't. That is not an argument, okay, believe it or not, because democracy is not the be-all and end-all of a society. There are things which are deeper, dare I say more significant than that, such as spirituality, faith, God, and of course, race.